Welcome to 0 to 60.
I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 60 Football Academy and 60 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of football.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much.
All right. 0 to 60. We're rolling.
Welcome to 0 to 60. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. It is Thursday. We have a lot to talk about here today. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. So let's dive into this. As always, brought to you by our good friends at FanDuel. Thank you for all that they do to promote the show and help with it. We'll be doing some betting line stuff, I'm sure, today at some point. Check it out on the Believe Network and all over YouTube. Make sure you go and like it, subscribe, and download and all that shit. So let's get rolling.
Matt, happy Thursday. We're in the building today. It's a great day. Have a great day. How you doing, man?
Good, man. You know, hot outside.
Yeah, definitely as we get in the later months of days of August, so to speak, Matt. But without further ado, Matt, we're almost to Colorado's massive 2025 season, and Dallin Hayden came out in Colorado practice and talked about how the offense is looking a lot more balanced. Matt, I think is an interesting tidbit we can discuss. Take a listen.
And a few great receivers that are gone, so I would say we're more balanced this year, and our offensive line and different personnel groupings that the coaches are putting together allows us to be more balanced, and it's been great so far.
I like to hear that. I think with Colorado's offense being more balanced, them leaning into the run game, that can only help them, and that's essential to their season. Matt, what are your thoughts on hearing that?
He's going to be one of the guys that gets the majority of the carries, so it's good to hear that from the backs. I'm still need to see it during gameplay. I still need to see them commit to this, and I think they will. I mean, the personnel fits it better this year. So, this kid, this kid should want that. I mean, every back wants the ball. So, I think that. You got 2 or 3, 4 backs there that can all help shoulder the load. And he's one of them. So Hayden, Welch, Taylor, they got some dudes. And, it's running back depth charts are kind of funny to me because those guys all play so much. So. Oh,
yeah, especially this season. I think Hayden's going to get a lot of burden. I think Welch is going to be the premier back, and then the kid, fast kid from Incarnate Word, DeKalen Taylor, who I'm really excited to see as well. So I expect to be running back by committee. I expect Colorado to lean into the run game, Matt, or at least I hope so, man. Shit, I'm going to be extremely concerned if the offense looks exactly the same as last year, Matt. Matt, let's stick in the Big 12 here, and I got to get your reaction to something right away. We've reacted to Mike Gundy in Oklahoma State doing some odd shit and some weird dances and shit. And we've seen Thomas Castellanos, and I've discussed this with Coach Fred on my show, them doing some interesting TikTok dances. Matt, what TCU got going on? Have you seen this?
Yep, flow. Yes. Hips are good. I want to say match the shoulders with it. Yes. Flow.
Yeah.
Come at her, yeah. Yeah, control, flow. There you go. Boom. Snap it. 1-2 better. Come on, I need a better 1-2. Make me believe you're going left or right. Make me believe. Yes. Sit down. Flow. Yeah.
What they got going on? What's Coach Dykes and TCU got going on down there?
It's just amazing to me that you give this generation cell phones and they go as gay as possible at every turn. I don't get it, bro. What? What's the point? This is the Gilly effect. Like this is the look at me, I'm a clown, and I want to go use my social media to promote being a clown, not a football player.
Right.
Period. Like I don't know who any of these kids are, but I'm not looking at them like they're wide receivers. I'm looking at them like they're a bunch of fucking clowns.
Right. Yeah.
It's clown shit, bro. It's like Bryce Harper used to say, it's a clown question, bro. This is some clown shit. And if CU was doing it, I would say it was some clown shit. I don't get it. Yeah, I tell my guys that I work with all the time, like, look, it's your social media account. You can do whatever you want, but if you're on there dancing with all your boys, like there's the first red flag. And that's cool. That's cool. We talk about this all the time. It's cool. Do your thing, dog. Like it's just different these days. That's all I'm saying. And it's like Chris Rock used to say, if she has a tongue ring, she'll probably suck your dick. And if he has a tongue ring, he'll probably suck your dick too. So if she'll dance like a hoe, she's probably a hoe. If he'll dance like a hoe, well, if the shoe fits.
Matt, this is a conference opponent of Colorado's. This is going to be.
This is the same team that has the quarterback who's a furry, right?
Well, that I have to debunk.
No, I don't care. I don't care if everyone says it's fake now. It was real for 24 hours, so it's real.
Sure.
So the quarterback's a furry, and these are his receivers, and you think we're going to lose to TCU? Nope. Nah, dog.
Well, I was going to ask you your expectations for TCU football, but
I'll take the under.
Take the under. Yeah, we got to talk about more win totals here later on, Matt. But Matt, let's.
I just don't get it, dog.
It's Saturday. Let's go to the NFL, Matt, and we can actually discuss. We can discuss a lot of things about this, including betting, Matt. But Shedeur
Quit
Sanders.
saying my name. We're on the quit saying Matt, dude. Every time you say it, I turn around and look for someone.
Okay. Shedeur will be starting for the Cleveland Browns tomorrow in their preseason opener against the Panthers, and it will only be him playing with Tyler Huntley. And that's interesting. The Browns brought in Tyler Huntley this week, and so now there's 5 quarterbacks on the Browns roster. Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett are dealing with some hamstring ailments. I'm guessing they don't want to play the 40-year-old Flacco in a preseason opener. So they're starting Shedeur Sanders, opening up in the first game tomorrow night. I'll be doing a live watch party on my channel tomorrow to react to this because something tells me there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. And Mary Kay Cabot will be on my show here in about an hour or so. Matt, what is your reaction to Shedeur starting? What are your expectations for his performance in preseason opener?
Look, I'm glad he's getting all the run. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays the majority of the game. Huntley doesn't need fucking preseason work. He's been in the league for 30 years.
Yeah.
Gabriel and Pickett are both hurt. It is what it is. They're not getting any run. That's bad for Gabriel. Pickett is an afterthought. Yeah, I think that this is going to be one of the most viewed preseason games ever.
Facts. Yeah.
Is it on like NFL Network?
NFL Network, yeah. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll be tuning in. That's for damn sure. So it's Friday night prime time.
I think it's at 7 Eastern. It's kind of a weird.
Okay, I can fuck with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. So if he, let me ask you, man.
That's a hell of a watch. So yeah, Shedeur getting all that run. It'll be very interesting to see how he looks as a pro.
100%, Matt. And to me, this is a make or break situation for Shedeur, especially with them bringing in Tyler Huntley. Because now I'm really confused on how he fits in. Are they just bringing him in because they have injuries in the preseason? Or are they actually? Yeah. I mean, he just played there, so he knows the system. That's something to consider, Matt. The stakes for – I'm going to ask Mary Kay Cabot this, but I want to ask you the stakes for Shedeur Sanders starting in tomorrow's game. If he goes out and bowls and plays really well, how do you think that impacts his run in the quarterback job here? And then if he goes out and struggles,
he'll be the 2. He'll be the 2 if he plays well. He'll be the 3 if he plays shitty because the other 2 guys are hurt.
Okay. Now, I expect them to – I think with them bringing in Tyler Huntley, isn't Shedeur locked in at 4? Because I don't see how he would move ahead of Gabriel just because of the preseason injury. He's going to be back and playing.
Yeah, but he's not. So I'm not going to – I don't count hurt guys against the depth chart until they're healthy.
Okay, so let's.
So when they get healthy, then I'll throw them in. And right now we're talking about there's 3 guys that are potential of playing. Flacco's not playing; he's a starter. Shedeur's getting all the reps. That makes him the 2. Huntley just got there; he'll get the 3. If Shedeur sucks, they'll keep Huntley around and make him the 3, and maybe cut Pickett. There's no guarantees here. This is training camp, so just because you're hurt doesn't mean they can't cut you. They'll just injury waive you. So
100%.
Right now, if I had to, if I was going off what's happening right now, and the 2 other guys are hurt, Pickett would get injury waived. Gabriel would get practice squatted. Huntley would be the 3rd quarterback and the emergency guy. Shedeur would be my backup, and Flacco would be the starter.
Shit, yeah. See that?
And that's exactly what it looks like right now in Cleveland. That's the exact lineup they're throwing out to you. So,
yeah, and I'm really curious to see once Gabriel. Well, it's really tomorrow is make or break for Shedeur. However, Shedeur plays will really be a determinant of a lot of things. I'm really curious to ask Mary Kay Cabot about Tyler Huntley and the impact of that. Is that really just an injury bridge in the preseason? I think it's something bigger to it, in my opinion. I don't think you bring him in. I think it's something bigger to it. It's a little bit concerning for me, Matt, but I think Shedeur's going to go out and make some serious fucking plays tomorrow, even against the Panthers starters, Matt. That's going to be interesting. He's playing with all backups. He's playing with some starters. Expectations.
Look, I have a hard time thinking that one preseason game is going to be make or break for anybody, especially a rookie. So I don't know. That's hard for me to believe. I think he could struggle and still do some things well that they can build off of, and I think he could play really well and struggle in some areas where they can improve off of. So I don't know about all that. I think that they have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. They're not keeping 5, and I really doubt they're going to cut a 3rd and a 5th round draft pick.
I agree with
that.
I'd
imagine that one of them is going to be practice squatted but paid as an active player, so they don't get plucked off the practice squad unless they want to leave.
Right.
And I guess whichever one they put up for practice squad is the guy that they're willing to lose. So I really doubt they're going to keep 2 rookies, though, as the backups, and they're not keeping 4 quarterbacks. So I do think Huntley is just an injury bridge. I think he's there for camp, and they'll cut him at the end of camp unless he outplays Pickett. But Pickett or Huntley are there to be the emergency 3rd string guy holding the clipboard.
Good point, Matt. Good point. Man, it's going to be really, really interesting. A lot of eyes on tomorrow night's preseason game with Shedeur Sanders. I think it'll be the most watched preseason game probably ever, Matt, if we're really sitting here and anticipating that. But good luck to Shedeur. I think there's a lot on the line there for him, especially with them bringing a 5th quarterback in. Matt, let's move forward. Let's go joint practices. Cleveland Browns and Carolina Panthers are going through joint practices before they play their preseason game tomorrow, Matt. And Shedeur Sanders and Jimmy Horn got to reunite a little bit and kind of reunite, so to speak. Matt, take a listen.
Do that. What's up?
Got your Wi-Fi on, man.
Got your Wi-Fi on.
Oh, we got twins.
Yeah, come on. You know how we come from.
I ain't even playing
And they got me mic'd up. Though.
Hey, we ain't even playing that.
Come on, man. Y'all know what time it
That's
is.
that connection, man. Yeah.
Cleats are clean, by the way.
Hey,
I know it's
Yeah, except for all the red, they
I
look
like
great.
Give me a handle.
I like that.
y'all.
I feel that.
Man, I know how much Matt loves the red on the cleats, but Matt, I've been hearing nothing but good things from Jimmy Horn out of Carolina Panthers camp here. I've been seeing him working his way up with the 1, so to speak, and also him with T-Mac. What are your expectations for Jimmy Horn in his rookie year?
I think he's going to have a great year. If he stays healthy, the kid definitely can play. His routes are super clean. I think that they got some really good talent in the receiving cores in the draft. It's always cool to see your teammates in the NFL. That's always fun. It's fun to play against them. It's fun to jersey swap. It's fun to do all that shit, regardless of how much JB hates the jersey swap. It's fun to do when you have the opportunity to do it. So, it's cool to see your teammates. It's both of those guys did some really good things at CU. So I wish the shoes didn't have so much red on them, but other than that, yeah, everything's good.
100%, Matt. And let's transition back into some CU Buffs football here. Somebody who I think is going to really have an impact this season, and we've been hearing a lot of headlines about the last few weeks, Anquin Barnes, Matt. He's lost a lot of weight this offseason, Matt, and Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco have a lot of expectations for him going into this season. Matt, take a listen to Coach Pecco talking about Barnes' offseason transition and body transformation. Take a listen.
To Big Quinn, Big Barnes, number 92, man. He was, when I first got here, he was like 340, 345. And when he checked into camp, he came in at 308, 310. You know what I mean? So he lost a lot of weight, man, because I felt like he was a little bit sluggish last year and couldn't really run sideline to sideline like we like our D-line to do. He's come in here, man. He's opened up a lot of eyes, man. He's been running to the ball. He's been doing everything we ask. And watch out for Barnes this year, man. He's gonna put on a show for you guys.
Matt, your thoughts? That's exciting. Good to hear.
I mean, yeah, when you're walking around at 350 and then you're 310, that's going to be a huge difference.
Yes, true.
Massive difference. And look, this kid was a hell of a player last year at times, but it was very short spurts. Maybe it's because he was 350. So I'll tell you this, the new strength coach has got these guys chewing glass up there.
Coach Swayze getting after him now.
That is not surprising. That's what he does, and that's who he is, and that's why Coach Prime had the chance to bring him in and did. It'll be interesting to see if it's Otis or if it's Barnes getting the majority of the run and nose.
Right.
It's good to have two of them, that's for sure, because that position is very taxing. But look, as a guy who played both ways for a long time, there's nothing worse than playing against an offensive lineman that's in defensive line shape. Because all linemen don't rotate, bro. Like, they just get into a groove and just go fuck you up.
Yeah.
And there's also nothing worse offensively than playing a defensive lineman that's in real defensive line shape. Because there's a lot of fat fucking, like, donut-eating fat motherfuckers that play D-line. And you're like, okay, I'm just going to kidney punch this fat fuck all day. And we're just going to run zone on him, and he'll be gassed. He'll be fucking gassed. Mm-hmm. So to hear Pecco and Sapp both rave about the front and how deep they are and how many guys they have and the competition there, that's pretty kick-ass, man. I think that they like I said, I think that they have a lot of depth up front defensively. I think they're going to be really, really good defensively. And that starts up front. The better your defensive line is, the more your linebackers get to run. If you have good three technique play in front of you, if you have good nose tackle play in front of you, you're probably going to make a fuck ton of tackles at middle linebacker and look really good, i.e. last year, Bentley and Hill Green. Let's not forget that the front was dominating people at times. So, and then also when the front got dominated, those two guys disappeared. Against Kansas, I didn't think we called their name once.
Yeah.
So, and our front got dominated by Kansas. Against Kansas State, they were on their heels, although there was more competitive. That game was way more competitive and Folsom. So, yeah, man, I just need to see some passion and tenacity out of the defensive front. And it needs to start with Arden Walker and trickle down to Sammy Sachs and then trickle down to the interior guys. But this group has a real chance to carry a lot of swag and a lot of heat and go after motherfuckers, and I'm with it. So I really think that this is going to be a great group.
100%, man. I think the D-line group especially has a lot of depth, and I think that's going to be key going into this season. They're well coached too, man, obviously, with Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco. Here's Coach Sapp talking about the dynamic between him and Coach Pecco. I think an interesting tidbit. Take a listen.
Good cop, bad cop. I mean, and I poke him all the time. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. He's like, I know. He's got this. He's small, he's just a big, lovable guy, but we go at it. We go at it and we make sure we are detailed in what we're doing. Because it's the little thing. It's not the mountain in front of you. You'll find a way around the mountain. It's the rock in your shoe that'll drive you crazy because every other step, that rock is affecting you. And that's what we're trying to teach them. It's the little things that will make us great. It's the tedious repetition of the little things. That's what I believe in. Over and over and over again.
It's little things, Matt, 100%. Your thoughts on Coach Sapp's comments on the dynamic between him and Coach Pecco?
I mean, how can you find two better guys to coach you? Think about it, the dynamic. You've got a 15-year vet that really wasn't a superstar but did everything right and was an integral part to every team he played on. And then you've got a 12, 13, 14-year vet that's first ballot Hall of Famer that was maybe the best three techniques that's ever played.
Yep.
I mean, what are there 5 first ballot Hall of Fame defensive tackles?
Yeah.
That's Bob Lilly, Bob Lilly, the Manster, Randy White, Warren Sapp,
Green, Sapp, Randall, Page,
Joe Green. That's it. Now, first ballot Hall of Fame three techniques are Joe Green, Randy White, Bob Lilly, Warren Sapp, and Aaron Donald, because he'll be first ballot.
Yeah, if you're talking three techniques, yeah.
Yeah. John Randall wasn't first ballot, was he?
Well, I thought you were just talking straight Hall of Fame. You're talking first ballot.
First ballot three techniques. I think those are the only 4.
Yeah, you might be right about that, man.
I mean, Bob Lilly's a Super Bowl MVP. Randy White, the Manster. I mean, if you have that nickname, you're a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mean Joe Green might be the best three techniques ever played. And, of course, Warren Sapp is the 4th one on that list, and Aaron Donald to be the next. And then, honestly, yeah, I would say J.J. Watt was a 3 technique, too, even though he played 4. I have 5 technique a lot, too. He was just more of an overall defensive lineman.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, man. And I mean, shit, they lined up JJ up at 3. He could have played at Hall of Fame level too. So, Matt, let's go to the WNBA before we take a commercial break. We have to discuss this. Another green dildo was thrown on the court, Matt, and this is the 3rd time. There's actually a 4th one and shit, and they've hit the girl right there. You see the other one kick it, and this is an unbelievable situation, Matt. They've actually arrested 2 younger gentlemen here.
Yes,
18,
he's a hero.
Interesting looking cat here.
And this guy's a fucking hero. Oh, another hero for the cause.
Who was arrested for the throwing a green dildo as well. Matt, what's your reaction to this? Go ahead.
That these 2 should be celebrated. I celebrate these 2. Somebody please start a GoFundMe page for these two superheroes so we can pay their legal fees. I mean, because they started a revolution, the big green dildo revolution. And you know what? It's working. Because we've talked more about green dildos in the WNBA on this show than we've ever talked in our lives. And all it took was a green dildo to get thrown 4 times. They hit Sophia Cunningham with one of them.
Yeah. And
they were aiming for her if they hit her with one because she's bad.
Yeah.
Why is Kelsey Plum kicking the dildo so hard? I think I know. Why are you so mad at the cock? I know why.
No.
So you can't throw a moose knuckle, but you can throw a dildo. Just saying. I haven't seen anybody throw a pocket pussy. If you think if they threw a pocket pussy on the fucking floor, then like half the team would scramble to go lick it real quick.
You are insane.
I'm just saying, half the team would want to kick this. And then this is the other thing. Did you notice how they were like, we're going to implement a no bag policy?
Oh, yeah. And then last night they said you can't bring
well,
bags.
Guess what? Somebody with a little bit of imagination can figure out how to sneak in a dildo.
Fuck, dude. This is such – I mean, Matt, we keep talking about the WNBA and how it's product. It's shit. They got problems. Fuck. I mean, that's.
But I'll tell you, whatever they're doing, it's working. They should keep the whole dildo revolution going. And the next one should be a pocket pussy, a light up pocket pussy. So like when they're doing the intros and they turn the fucking like the lights out and they're like dun 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 do 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 do, and they're bringing in the intros and they're like, and now at 5'7" from fucking Saginaw State, she can't dunk, she can't do a layup, but she can sure find a pocket pussy if you throw one. And then all of a sudden, like 5 pocket pussies on the floor and they're all lit up and spinning. That'd be like a spinning clit. That would be a new one.
You have quite the imagination.
I'm just saying, dog. Lesbians love pocket pussies and dildos. It's a conundrum I don't understand. How can you, if you are, and that's cool, aren't you supposed to hate cocks? Why are you so engulfed in dildos? Like, why are you kicking the dildo? Why are you mad at the dildo? What'd the dildo do? It just got thrown.
I just laugh how Sophie Cunningham tweeted about it the night before, and then it happened again, and then she was like, whatever she responded to her tweet with, and I'm just like, yeah. I don't know.
Yes, you were trying to stop throwing green dildos on the floor. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, and then she's like, I backfired or whatever the hell she said.
That didn't fucking work. All I'm saying is this. When your product is this bad, you're going to talk about green dildos a lot if it happens.
It's a fair assessment.
All I'm saying. Like, I've seen, wasn't there a dildo thrown on the floor in an NBA game a while back?
There was one for an NBA game. There was one thrown in the Patriots Bills game a few years ago.
Yeah, and then there was like one thrown at the Mavericks game, like right after Anthony Davis got there and they traded Luka. That was just funny. We were like, ha, look, a cock on the floor. Ha, ha. All right, let's go play basketball. Now it's like, oh my God, they're throwing dildos everywhere because this is a ploy. The WNBA did this on purpose, so we would stop talking about how awful everything is in the league other than like 2 players. And now we can focus on the real problem, which is dicks. See how it all reverts back with women to one big problem, which is dicks? Yep, full circle. It's gone full circle. It went from racism to this chick can't make a layup to this chick makes too many 3-pointers to, oh my God, there's a dick on the floor and now the cock is the problem, which is where they wanted to start in the first fucking place.
Wow. Matt, I don't know what to say about the WNBA anymore. It seems as though, I don't know if you saw the betting odds on the dildos.
What was it? Negative 100 that it would happen again.
Yeah, a lot of people were betting on it, like the color and shit. I'm just like, damn, like Polymark or whoever.
It's only been green, right? Crazy. We've only had green dildos.
I
think it's only been 4 green dildos.
It's only been green, but people are betting on the color and shit.
I mean, maybe these fucking 2 hoodlums or these 2 superheroes, excuse me. Maybe these 2 superheroes got like a fucking like a package deal. Like if you buy 6 green dildos or 6 dildos and they're all green fluorescent, we'll give you a discount, like 2 for free. So maybe they got 4 more just waiting in the wings or up one of each other's asses because they snuck them in, the fucking weirdos. Which one of these do you think is closeting the dildo as they snuck it in? And at least they have the audacity and the common sense to, wash it off before they threw it on the floor. That's cool. Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that they just
I think they
literally walked in plain sight. I'm gonna be honest. I think that the WNBA didn't actually like take this seriously, and then now they're actually like arresting people. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was like obvious.
Like, do you think they just walked in like swinging a fucking dildo?
They just probably walked in with it in their hand or whatever, in the bag or whatever. They just are casual as shit, and then the security like, fuck it.
Bailey, I mean, I don't know what's going on where you hang out, but if somebody walks into a fucking public place with a fucking 9-inch bright green dildo,
WNBA game,
That's a good point. Yeah, you do make a solid point there, Bailey. It is a WNBA game. I think it might be weirder if I walked into a WNBA game and I didn't see a bunch of 9-inch green dildos. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be way weirder than actually seeing a green dildo. You feel me? Like,
Matt, unbelievable. The WNBA is on fire. Matt, we got to discuss betting odds, though. This show is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook, Matt. There's football tonight, believe it or not.
Yeah, what's the dildos over under on this before we get into the – I know FanDuel's got a number on this. And they're our sponsor, so we can go off on this tangent and feel good about it. What's the over/under on a 5th dildo hitting the floor?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Shout out to FanDuel. I don't know if they have odds on dildo throwing in the WNBA.
Hey, check this out. I'm going too far. I haven't thrown a single dildo, bro. I didn't do any of this.
This is old.
I am in turn just looking at the masterpiece of humans that did throw the dildos.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You think I've gone too far. You should fucking hang out with me on the weekend if you think this is too far. Oh, fuck.
Matt, there's 3 games today that I'm looking forward to. The game that I'm by far looking forward to, but it's just because I'm a homer. The Pete Carroll and the Raiders are going up to Seattle to play the Seahawks, and they're playing their starters, from what I understand, for at least a series or 2. And but Matt, do you have any interest in the NFL preseason tonight?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Football's on, dog. I can't wait. I personally, I don't really mind watching the preseason games. I like seeing the young guys get in. I think the guys play really hard. You get to see like some basic, really just vanilla football because a lot of teams don't like to give up what they're doing in preseason games.
Good point.
And then you never know, bro. There's always like one or two guys every preseason that just explode in the NFL and become great players. So
Yeah,
man, I'm all for it. Throw on some games and watch them. And I'll tell you what, it's better than the WNBA dildo game and Major League Baseball and soccer. You could combine the three sports and it would still be better. So it's like what Goodell said yesterday when they were like, so the NBA is trying to compete with the NFL. He's like, hold on.
yeah.
We don't compete with the NBA. We compete with Google and Apple. And I was like,
exactly.
God damn, that was some truth right there. The NBA it's not even on levels to this shit. Exactly.
Oh, fuck. Matt, in terms of betting, the Seahawks are 4.5-point underdogs at home.
I put 100 on that right there, Dave.
Oh yeah, Buffs at 3,200 to win the Big 12.
I put 100 on that quick, Dave. That's a nice little payout if they win.
Something to think about. Brought to you by FanDuel. Matt, I'm looking at the Seahawks tonight. I know the Raiders are playing their starters. I know, but I have a feeling that the Seahawks are going to play Milroe, and I have a feeling that Milroe I've heard nothing but good things from Milroe in the Seahawks camp. I'm excited to see him. I think him against some Raiders backups and fifth stringers could actually do some work. I don't know. Do you have any betting interest in any of the games tonight?
Oh no! Hold on. Time out. I'm gonna watch preseason games.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
And I love FanDuel, and thank you for all you do for the show. And we're gonna have a great season, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'll make some bets when the season starts. But I'm just gonna be real with you right now. You know the number that's at the end of the fucking disclosure, the 1-800 you got a problem number? If you're betting on preseason games, dog, you are a degenerate fucking gambler. I don't give a fuck. No, come on, dog, for real. You can't bet touchdown props or anything. You can't bet sacks. So all you can do is bet over, under, and winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know who's playing or what the refs are going to do or what they're like. You have to understand, too, preseason games, the refs work on shit. So, like, the refs will work on calls that aren't really penalties or are penalties that aren't called. And then they'll go back and be like, oh, we need to work on this next week when the games are real. Don't do this. Don't waste, please. Don't fucking bet.
There was somebody on Monday or on the Hall of Fame game who bet $7,000 or something on the Chargers money line.
Well, you know what? If you can afford to fucking drop $7,000 on a preseason game, then God bless you. Never mind. You know what? I totally take it back. I think everybody should go fucking empty their savings accounts for their kids and bet it all on fucking Colts, Ravens, Thursday, tonight, August 7th. Money line, actually, that's a good bet. Money line Ravens on the under because they don't ever lose preseason games.
Oh, they're 6.5-point dogs at home. I don't know if you have any interest in that. I think you're starting Anthony Richardson, so if you really want to bet against him, go bet on the Ravens.
Yeah, he's terrible. Fuck yeah, I'll take Baltimore. I bet you Baltimore. I bet you right now Baltimore wins.
Oh shit,
maybe
man.
I'm the degenerate. Fuck.
You also have the Bengals going to Philly, and the Eagles are 6.5-point dogs too. I
fucking parlay it, dog.
Jake Browning, Washington.
Fucking parlay, Ravens, Eagles. Woo! Ravens, Eagles, Seahawks. We'll just parlay all three of the home teams and fucking roll.
Wow.
What do you think that number is? In fact, let me get my old trusty fucking shit can phone here.
Oh, jeez.
Let me go to my FanDuel app. I'm going to figure out
who's playing for Cincy? If it's Jake Browning, I'm going Cincy. Sorry. That's a homer pick. He played at Washington.
Who gives a shit? No one cares if you win fucking preseason games. What are we talking about?
Oh, man.
All right, let's go here. NFL.
NFL.
It even says preseason on here, too, to make it feel like a total.
You just wait
plus 230 for the Ravens, plus 210 for the Eagles, and plus 200 for the Raiders is plus 29.69.
Good Lord.
Take all three home teams to win. You can put $100, turn $100 into $3,000.
Brought to you by FanDuel.
Just saying.
I mean, I'm honestly looking at the Seahawks. They're underdogs at home, and if Milroe is playing in the second half, who knows? I'm just anticipating, but it's, again, who gives a shit? It's the preseason. I think
I do because I'm putting $100 on the three home team. Let's fucking go, FanDuel. I'm trying to get paid fucking night one.
Matt, are you going to bet on Shedeur tomorrow? We're going to have to talk about that tomorrow because
no, I'm not betting on anything that has to do with the Browns ever.
That's a fair argument. I totally respect that.
I want to bet on Shedeur to do well. I just refuse to bet on it. I won't ever side with the Browns in a bet ever. So it's like betting on the fucking Jets. Why would I ever bet on the Jets?
Oh, you love.
I don't know what. Never. I never would. Use this correct. Yeah, here we go. Putting 100 on it right now.
East Coast Kev, you answered your own question, so I don't know if there's a question to be answered.
What's the question?
He said, can you please explain to me how the WNBA players feel entitled to want more money and claim not to need men, but their league is subsidized by men?
Yeah, that's you might want to take your $5 back, bro, and pay yourself, because that is answering your own question in a great way, actually. I don't know if I can explain it any better than that. So, again, maybe you could explain the dildo phenomenon to us and why it's not a pocket pussy.
Matt, we're going to take a brief break. And
look, Bailey, knuckles rub, and you know this, okay?
You are insane today.
It's what it is. They can lip and lock, but there's no penetration.
Oh my gosh!
It's like a fucking Jenga set. There's just no falling over.
Oh Lord, we're gonna take a brief break, Matt. When we come back, I need to ask you about the NFL not banning smelling salts, but basically making you bring your own, which I thought was
I gotta buy my own fucking smelling salts now.
Really interesting. I don't know. George Kittle was talking.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know. Doctors have it in their office room, Matt, but it's a problem.
Doctors, dude.
Make it make sense. We're gonna.
Nothing ever changes.
Exactly. This show is brought to you by FanDuel, by 60 Equipment. We're going to go ahead and pay the bills. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Go and check out my show, Mary Kay Cabot, here in an hour. I dropped the link, and we'll be back here in 2 minutes. Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out Big Matt on Cameo at 60 Academy. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes, folks. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass, pro, and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy.
And we're back, Matt. Folks who are watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family today. Matt, I want to ask you about smelling salts and the situation in the NFL. So what folks thought was the NFL banning smelling salts on Tuesday or earlier this week. We saw George Kittle come out on NFL Network, crash the set, and discuss how he contemplated retirement after thinking that the NFL was banning smelling salts. In actuality, the NFL only banned teams supplying players with smelling salts. So basically, bring your own shit. Matt, what is your reaction to this? And did you use smelling salts when you were playing? I'm assuming you did.
You're fucking right. Every opportunity I could get. If I could stuff them in my nostril and have someone punch me right afterwards, I would have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the league such a bunch of cheap fucks? What medical reason are they giving here? Like they don't want to be accountable if someone has a heart attack because they had too much smelling salts? Do you understand how bad these are abused? If you're telling me you can abuse smelling salts, bro, I was sniffing them like fucking blow. I would break like 10 of them and put them in a bottle and shake them up and just unscrew the lid and stick them in someone's face and be like, welcome to the game.
You are insane, but I believe.
I mean, yeah, but it's what it is. So, yeah, this is just. We're gonna have a barbecue, right? And we're gonna have all the fixings and mac and cheese, and we're gonna have fucking brisket and fucking ribs and dog. We're gonna have beans and fucking collard green. We're gonna have all the greens and fucking Brussels sprout. It's gonna be fucking bomb, dog. But all you motherfuckers got to bring your own goddamn barbecue sauce.
Exactly. That's such a great way to put it.
Fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Matt, that was a great way to put it. Because I mean, shit.
Okay, you're a multimillionaire, George Kittle. I might be the biggest smartass on earth and buy like 10 billion smelling salts and just have them dropped off at the facility in the parking lot. Like.
Marlon
Just
did
back
that.
them up and fucking just drop them off and be like, here you go, guys. We got smelling salts for the year.
Marlon Humphrey on Twitter yesterday, he just spent I just spent $1K on smelling salts from Amazon. Like, that's the thing. Now you're gonna have players buying this shit. It's probably, I mean, I'm sure Amazon's fine, but like, I don't know. I'm sure the shit is providing is a lot better. Shit.
Like the ones I got from the team, I know actual smelling salts. I don't know what I'm buying off Amazon.
Exactly. That's my point. I'm like, shit. Who knows who knows where they're
like that could be like all the ground up. That could be all the ground up kids from Epstein Island that Bezos bought in the fucking smelling salts.
Dude,
I've never happened.
Dude, I love this show. I just want it to stay this show and not.
Hey, look, if you take offense to what I'm saying, I am so glad you're watching. You soft pussy.
Man, it's a great day to have a great day on this fine Thursday. Matt, I want to dive into some more wins.
Having an awful day, but I'm trying to be positive.
Well, let's be positive here. And, this show.
You know what we should do? Sorry to cut you off because I do that a lot. My bad. Okay. Every time you say my name, I'm going to cut you off. That was fucked up. Let me think about this. Since I want to be so positive today, I need you to call that fucking company that does the pre-AIDS. The pre-AIDS testing. You know how they're like, hey, we want to give you this pill and so you don't get AIDS, but in case you do, here's pre-AIDS. That's how positive I want to be today. I want to be pre-AIDS positive. Let's go.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning, homie?
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm hangry as fuck. You got a problem?
Great. Perfect. Let's talk about the Jets win total. Shit. Matt, your Jets win totals oh, shit here. I mean.
6.
5.5.
Fuck.
Minus 130. Minus 130.
And you want me to be positive about this with whoever who's the quarterback again? Fucking Justin. I can't play quarterback in the NFL fields. And you're sitting here trying. See, this is why a month ago I told you to go fuck yourself, and I didn't want to play this game because they're terrible, and you're trying to hype. You don't think they're going to be pretty good, and they're going to run the ball. And first of all, hey, Mike.
They might run the ball though, man. They got 2 good run backs.
Hold on, Mike. They can't go 9-7 anymore, dog.
9-7.
9-7 is no longer an acceptable record in the NFL because you play one more game. But hey, mathing is hard. I get it.
That's actually true. Yeah, you have to go.
Okay, I thought you were Kevin or Mike or East Coast Kev or whoever the fuck. It's okay, Mike. I can't see left. You don't see me trying to fucking go to a NASCAR race, so it's all good.
So you have no confidence that the Jets will win 6
Do
games?
I think they're going to win more than 5.5 games?
6 games. I mean, that's
yeah, I think they'll win 6 games in that god fucking awful division. Yes.
Well, Matt, that means that's positive. That means we
So
have something to
6
celebrate.
and 11. Yeah, that's pre-AIDS positive. That is pre-AIDS positive. That is take the pill so you don't have AIDS, but take this just in case you get AIDS, because everything you're doing is going to be super gay. That's exactly what the Jets are. You are correct. It's going to be 18 weeks of this. That's all they're doing in East Rutherford. Fuck, man, they might dock for all I know. Fucking get it on.
So those who watch the show know how positive.
East Coast. They can't go 12-7 either here, bro. Again, math is hard for you guys.
12-7. That's like how many games is that? That's like 19 games.
19.
But I want to talk about your former quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, somebody who you're a massive fan of. And
he's not my fucking quarterback. He's not. Hold on.
We haven't heard anything negative come out of Pittsburgh, have we? Since training camp, I haven't heard shit. I've seen one video of Aaron Rodgers that people are like making fun of him and shit, but I haven't heard anything negative come out of Pittsburgh. As far as I'm concerned, that's Tomlin's work. So I'm optimistic. But go ahead.
Okay, and I have a theory about this. I think that the Pittsburgh media knows how to cover a football team. And they know how to not make their quarterback public enemy number one. Whereas the Jets media doesn't give a fuck about the football team. They're the New York media. And their job is to make everybody public enemy number one. Name me a quarterback in Jets history that hasn't been bastardized by the fucking media. Name me one.
I can't. There's no argument for me.
Exactly. And name me a fucking Pittsburgh quarterback. Even Rapelessburger, even Ben Rapeyburger, okay? Even that fucking pederast. They loved him. He went to 3 Super Bowls and shit. He's going on the Ring of Fame. That motherfucker's touched more pussy unannounced than anybody. He'll just walk in and be like, Blue 52, Blue 52. They're like, no, Ben, no. So all I'm saying is Pittsburgh knows how to support their team, and they know how to support their franchise and their quarterback, even when they had Tommy fucking Maddox's sorry ass. I mean, fuck, man. They've had some awful quarterbacks in Pittsburgh, but they never turn on them.
I mean,
they didn't even really turn on Kenny Pickett. They just booed him twice, and Tomlin was like, okay, get this small fucking handed son of a bitch out of here.
They were all in with them. Shoot. I mean,
they were all in.
City was behind him. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Pittsburgh knows how to get behind their team because it's Pittsburgh. It's a real football town. The Jets can't get behind anything because they're the fucking Jets. It's a goddamn dumpster fire of a franchise ran by Woody fucking Johnson. Matt, that guy's such a douchebag, bro. I don't care. You can't sue me for calling you a douchebag. That's just a fact.
Johnson & Johnson and yes, we've discussed. In terms of the Steelers, Matt, I'm looking at their win total here. I lean at least 10 wins, just going ballpark off of my head here. I'm yeah. Shout out to Michael Mayer for watching. Matt, how many games the Steelers winning this year?
Now, I think that division is really good, and I like their defense a lot. As long as they got Hayward and Watt and those boys, they're going to be good defensively against bad teams. I want to see Pittsburgh be good defensively against good teams again, like the way they used to be. That's when they'll win Super Bowls again. Look, I think that Pittsburgh has every opportunity to be a playoff team, and I think they will be. But they're going to be the 6th or the 7th seed, bro, because I think Baltimore or Cincinnati's winning the division, and the other team is going to be like a 12-win wild card. So whoever the 4th seed is, like whichever shit AFC South team wins the South, whether it be the god-awful Colts and AR-15 or 5 or whatever his fucking name is, he's terrible, or Danny Nichols or Pennies or Danny Pennies or AR-5, awful. Jacksonville's terrible. The Titans, terrible. And who else is in that fucking – Houston wins that fucking division by default every year. So whichever – South team wins the 4 seed because that's who's going to end up getting the 4. They're going to get fed like a 12-5 Cincinnati team or a fucking 13-4 goddamn Baltimore team. I'm dead. I think that's how good the division is going to be. So then you got Pittsburgh maybe being the 6 or the 7 seed going on the road in the playoffs to maybe a 3 seed Denver Bronco team or a 3 seed Kansas City team or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So the AFC playoffs, I don't think you can get into the playoffs unless you're the AFC South winner with anything less than 11 wins. Like I think the West. Look at the AFC West, dog. That 3 teams made it last year, and Denver was 10-4, and then lost 3 games in a row at the end of the season, and still made the fucking playoffs, or something, or 9-9, and I don't know, something like that. But they won or lost 3 or 4 and still made it in. Kansas City's not just going to fall off. I think it's laughable that people think that they're just somehow going to suck. I think it's almost disrespectful. The Raiders are better, but I don't think they're a playoff team. And then the fucking Chargers are just laying there with Jim Harbaugh as the coach, tough as fuck. They have 2 230-pound running backs. One of them's a rookie. The other one is a fucking workhorse.
We got to talk about their offensive line.
Their offensive line is fucking
fullback.
Bro, their O-line is huge and good. And they have a huge fullback that smashes people's face who also plays D-line, who's a ginger. So he's probably fucking batshit crazy, which is exactly what I'm looking for. They're good at the receiver positions. They just went out and re-signed Keenan Allen to a 1-year deal. So he got his safety blanket and third down possession receiver back. He never should have left. And that's Harbaugh also saying that. That's Harbaugh coming in and going, these motherfuckers got rid of Keenan Allen my first year. Come home.
He said he played 1 year with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, and was like, I'm out. Get me back to LA now. And I think their defense is going to be really good. Darwin James and them boys, they'll be eating. Khalil Mack's a great player. They got rid of their cancer in Bosa, who's an overrated fucking schmuck of a player. His brother's a baller, but Joey is not that good of a player. Not everybody can make the playoffs. So, I mean, looking at the AFC just off the top of my head, I think Buffalo has the easiest route to the 1 seed because the AFC East is dog shit, and they'll be the only team that makes it out of that division. Even though I think New England is getting better, I think the Dolphins and the Jets got significantly worse. Okay, looking at the North, there's 3 of the 4 teams should be playoff teams. The West, 3 of the 4 teams should be playoff teams. The South, the Texans are the only team that I think are worthy of the playoffs right now. Now, that can totally change, and one of these teams could be really good, and maybe there's 2 teams that fight for the playoff spots there. But you've got two divisions with 6 teams, 3 in each, and you've only got fucking 7 spots in the playoffs.
Right, yeah.
So something's got to give, bro. You could have a situation where you have an 11 or 12-win team that's not in the fucking playoffs, which, point taken, puts a ton of fucking stress on the beginning of the season when everybody's playing preseason football in September, which I fucking hate.
It's about to be a lot of unders, Matt, in week 1 and 2, and we're going to be talking about remember last year, last 2 or 3 years, it's been a lot of slow opening, week or 2.
Well, Cincinnati was 1-4 last year to start the season. If they go 2-3, they make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they got to open up. Let me say this. I think what you described on the AFC North, where there's a lot of Baltimore. I think Baltimore is going to be the team that wins 10 games and slips in at 6. I think it's going to be between the Steelers and the Bengals to win that division. It's just me taking a leap here, but that's my prediction going into the season. I really think Joe Burrow is about to take the season by storm, and if they can start off 3-3 and not start off in a slip, they're going to be. They're going to be tough, man.
Look, Joe Burrow is good. I hope that he's not a modern-day Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Because I love John Elway, but Dan Marino's maybe the best quarterback that's ever played, and he only got 1 Super Bowl because of the franchise, period. If Dan Marino played for the Cowboys, he probably has 7 fucking Super Bowl rings. But all that said, I think Joe Burrow is the most talented thrower of the football in the National Football League. I think he's the best quarterback. Now, that doesn't mean he's on the best team. He doesn't have the most Super Bowls and shit. I just think he's the best player at that position. It just happens to be playing for the fucking Bengals. Bummer. That's a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, he's got him and T. Higgins, T. Higgins is a freak too. I really think if they can start off the right way, Joe Burrow is legit. You just mentioned it. Best ball.
They got dudes everywhere, dog. They have a great tight end. They've got okay offensive line play. Doesn't need to be great. Just make it okay. They've got great receiver play. They've got good backs. They've got a pass rusher and then 10 other guys on defense that couldn't fucking sell insurance in Cincinnati, let alone play defense. So maybe they need to figure out the defensive side of the ball a little bit. Just be average, bro. Fucking just don't suck the most, and you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, just be decent on defense because they can't be putting up 40 and giving up 35.
No, dog, their defense is so fucking terrible, and that's my point. Like, Joe Burrow is such a great player, and I almost feel bad for him. Like, you're stuck with this. It's almost like he's being Stafford. Like he's getting Matt Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stafford was in Detroit for so fucking long, tearing it up in great numbers and made the playoffs twice and, like, got beat and just couldn't find a team to put around him. I mean, Joe Burrow made the fucking Super Bowl with the Bengals, bro. Like, you should get a ring for second place just for that.
He got to keep in mind, Joe Burrow went in at Arrowhead and beat Mahomes like a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure he still has a winning record.
That's the thing is, that's why I like him so much is because the only fucking team that Kansas City doesn't want to see routinely, and the only quarterback that they don't want to see is fucking Cincinnati and Joe Burrow. They'll take Josh Allen in Buffalo 9 times out of 10. They'll take Lamar Jackson in Baltimore 9 times out of 10. They'll take Bo Nix in Denver. They don't give a fuck. But you line up Cincinnati against the other side, and every Chief fan is like, holy shit, we could fucking easily lose this game. This guy scares the fuck out of me. So, 100%. And he does that to everybody, bro. I think that he's a bad motherfucker.
Question from Mike O'Mara. What rookie are y'all most excited to play this year, and what will have the biggest impact? I got 3 names I'll just throw out there. Cam Ward, who I think nobody's talking about, the least talked about number 1 pick ever. Like I really think that he can have a lot of success early. I also
Not week one. Not week one.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
Not week one. Not coming to Denver. Fucking success maybe in week 2.
I tell you, Jeffrey Simmons, man.
We might need to do some side bets on this one, dog, because he's going to get chopped the fuck up. Do you understand how good the Broncos defense is?
Don't go. You trust Bill Callahan, Matt, the offensive line.
No, Bill Callahan is the offensive line coach. Bill Callahan's the O-line coach, Bailey. What the fuck is he going to do?
What have I been saying?
What's he going to be like? Block him harder.
No, yeah. O'Mara Hampton, I would definitely watch out for, Mike. Matt, who are your rookies excited to see the most this year in the NFL? Obviously, Travis.
Obviously, Hunter. I can't wait to see Travis Hunter play. That's going to be fucking awesome. I want to see what Gentry does with the Raiders. I think that he's
special, man.
It's a great place for him. He's like a baby Marshawn for Pete Carroll, and Marshawn Lynch is my favorite running back ever. I love watching him play. Fucking absolute pain in the ass to play against, but just an absolute beast to be human. Not only just running back, but human beast. Like, that motherfucker is the shit.
He's been good in Seattle. He's been good to the city. So,
I think that the who was the big tackle that got drafted by
Kansas City? Josh Simmons. I'm excited to see him.
Yes, that's him. That's the one. I've heard nothing but good things about the Simmons kid that they drafted late, and he's like stepped in and he's locking down the left tackle spot. That's been their problem. So if you can get somebody to go play left tackle for Kansas City consistently, that's gonna be a great get for them. And then I think there's a lot of, look at some of the head coaching stuff and look at some of the guys that have gotten jobs. I'm interested to see if Ben Johnson can figure out Caleb Williams and if Chicago can figure it out. Because I think Caleb Williams is in an extremely bad position that he put himself in. Remember all those reports about him and his dad wanted to leverage the number 1 pick and not go to Chicago? Well, that's the first mistake he made, not doing that, okay? Because if you wanted to do it and didn't do it, then shame on you because now it's bad. Number 2, that's a blue-collar town. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says to me. You can keep your liberal bullshit to yourself, but if you're painting your nails and you're out here fucking skipping around and playing zippity-doo-dah with your fucking dick hole and all these other things, and that's who you want to be, you better be the baddest motherfucker alive. I'll tell you who they did accept with open arms? Dennis Rodman. the weirdest human being in the history of human beings. He married himself, for God's sakes, and all they were like was like, "Good job, Dennis. Go get me 20 rebounds and stick your finger up Karl Malone's ass so we can get 2 more titles. Thanks, Dennis." And he was like, "Yeah, that's my job." And they were like, "Fucking hey, that's your job." And it worked. And he's one of the most revered people ever in that city. He can do whatever he wants. So don't tell me it's just because Caleb Williams is half a fag. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm interested to see if Ben Johnson can figure this guy out because he's having a hard time figuring himself out. So I imagine he's going to have a hard time getting figured out by his head coach, who I already think is fed up. I do. And then I'm interested to see how Vrabel does in New England. And I despise the Patriots with a passion, but they do things right to a point when they're not cheating their asses off. But like just the fact that Mike Vrabel would jump into the pile and get into a fight and get all bloody, that's
awesome. I mean, that
was so awesome, bro.
I'm not
my fucking coach jumped into a pile when we were fighting and started fighting with me. And I looked over and Vrabel was on the bottom of the pile, like, "What's up?" Like bleeding and shit. I'd be like, "God damn it, I love you."
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of people like that anymore. So
and I read that headline, I was like, "That I ain't surprised by any means." I'm like, I know damn well that's how we, you know.
We're at practice today, right? And Nick, I'm on his ass because he can't snap the ball, and he takes a pass set and just fucking mauls this kid and like runs him and drops him and gets up and just swings and like pop hits him right in the face, and the other kid's like, "Well, we don't want to fight." And Nick's like, "Fuck you, pussy," and runs straight back to the line. And I'm like,
"Fuck yeah,
my bad."
Fuck yeah. In
the back of my mind, I was like, "That's my boy right there." And then I was like, "Well, if you can do the fucking snap correctly, all that shit would work out."
Right? Yeah. Totally can relate, man. I remember those days. Man, awesome, that's awesome for him, man. I love.
I saw a little bit of myself there, and I was like, "Bro, you know how bad I wish I could just walk up to somebody right now and ricochet their head off the floor. It'd make me feel so much better."
Me too, man.
I gotta live through my kid. I have to live violently through my son. This is weird.
God damn. What an unbelievable show here on this fine Thursday. Mike O'Mara, I will also say Cam Scatterville and the Giants. I'm interested to see how they use him. He's got a couple of other backs in the room, Tracy, but it seems like they're open to using him definitely in third down situations. I mean, he's definitely going to be good for that. If they can piece together their offensive line, I think the Giants are going to play. Spoiler, Matt, your guy Russell Wilson, let's go. I've been seeing him and Neighbors like in training camp split. Like I know you've been seeing it. I know you can't ignore it. We'll see.
There's nothing I want to ignore more than anything Russell Wilson related. Even if
they play the Broncos.
Yes, they do. Actually, in Denver, week 7.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect is right when they slaughter his ass. Look, Russell Wilson could go 12-5 and be the 2 seed, and you'll still lose in the playoffs and fuck it up because he is a chump. A chump.
Super Bowl champion.
He's a fucking chump. Trent Dilfer's a Super Bowl champion too. So Nick Foles, and so is fucking so is Jim Plunkett. Fucking, I mean, come on, dog.
Tough.
Fucking Brad Johnson also led a team that had a heavy run game and great defense to a Super Bowl. Don't act like Russell Wilson's the reason they won. Come on. When it was all about Russell Wilson, they couldn't win Super Bowls. When it was all about defense and running game, and if they would have just ran the ball, point in case, they'd have 2 Super Bowls instead of 1.
Are you right? I don't disagree with you there. I just think that the Giants this season could really play spoiler. Especially, have you seen their defensive line, Matt? We've discussed this. I mean, they got 4 dudes on their defensive line, 2 guys outside.
Yeah, it's the NFL. If you can't find 4 motherfuckers to play defensive line in the league, we got problems in the scouting department.
I'm never going to get Matt to be.
Nope, never.
Never.
Anything with Russell Wilson.
Not even in your former.
You're not going to get me to agree. Why would I agree with anything Russell Wilson related? Give me a reason.
Well, I'm at least happy that I can't talk to you about the Jets and be positive. Well, I mean, you took the over on the win total, so that's, I guess, a win. But I mean, now I'm just happy that you're positive about the Broncos. You know, that's something after their season last year. I remember going into last season before Colorado won 9 games before. Bo Nix and Denver ended up doing well. I remember your tone with the Broncos, and now a lot more positive.
Well, hold on. I took the best bet on earth last year, and the only people that fucked me on it were the Buffs. I took both teams to win 10 games, and it paid out to like $25,000 fucking dollars. And then you couldn't win 10 fucking games, and Denver did, and I lost $25,000 fucking dollars because we can't beat a bunch of goddamn Mormons.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, that aggravated me a little bit if you haven't noticed, but I'm over it. Fuck it.
It's a new year, Matt. It's a new year, and lots of money.
It's fucking August, homie. It's the 8th month of the new year. You are correct.
That's
and
right.
Yes, my name is Matt. Okay, everyone in the comments. Every time he says my name, and then on Friday or tomorrow's Friday, on tomorrow's show, he's getting fined $1.
All right, fine, man.
I bet you I make like $100 tomorrow.
At least I haven't said Big Matt. That you didn't like
that's
that
good.
either.
That's fantastic.
You are not happy. I said out of habit in like the season that you again.
Hey, Matt, how do you feel about this one, Matt? Hey, Matt, how do you feel about Matt? Yeah, I know. That's my fucking name. Shut the fuck up.
All right, you can dock me points or dollars. Conduct detrimental to the team.
Hold on, time out. There's no docking going on around here. That's for the Jets. That's what the Jets do. That's period 7. Everyone dock up.
Yeah. Great show here on this Friday, Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow talking all things Colorado football, NFL, and previewing Shedeur Sanders' first preseason start with the Browns versus the Panthers.
And hopefully me on the FanDuel app, hopefully I took the fucking home teams tonight. That pays off.
I can't. You really placed that. All right.
Yeah, dog. I can't call people degenerates and then not get in with them. I'm trying to fucking help everybody out. The only way I can make fun of you is if I do it with you. It's like when I call people fat and they're like, "You can't fat shame," and I'm like, "I'm 340, motherfucker. Shut up." I'll say whatever I fucking want to fat people. You fat fucking piece of shit. Get on the step mill. Play with your fucking titties somewhere else, fatty.
Holy shit. We'll be back tomorrow. If you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member. You know
how good this show is? This is how good the show is. We make people angry that aren't even listening. Do you know how good your show is when that happens?
Shout out to those.
We're mostly affecting people that aren't even interested. They just hear a little bit of it and they're like, "Ugh, fuck this guy." And you're like, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Matt, we're gonna have a great show tomorrow.
That is my name. There's your first $1, Doc. Fucko.
Yeah. Just tally it up because it's gonna be like $100.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. Great show today. Hit that like button, and I can't thank all you guys enough for tuning in before the season here. We're really, starting to ramp back up here. We got a lot of stuff planned here as we head, get closer to this. That's awesome. Got a lot of stuff cracking as we get closer to the season. So continue to support, continue to hit that like button, continue to become a member. Mike O'Mara, Joe John, East Coast Kev, everybody else in the chat. I can't thank you enough for tuning in. I'm gonna be live.
Fucking Stanley, where are you, dog?
50 minutes with Mary Kay Cabot here. I dropped the link. Matt, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
No closing thoughts other than have yourself a great Thursday out there.
Have a great day, folks. Tune into my show. Come in and talk shit. Don't be crazy. Mary Kay Cabot, we're going to talk the real on the Browns quarterback situation. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.
Be fucking nice.
Yeah, be nice, folks. See you tomorrow. Peace.